Marston's Vincent Capes, world-class powerlifter and national weight class title holder, first entered competitive powerlifting with a limp. He was playing rugby for Rathkeale College when he dislocated his knee. He returned to the gym to recover and to expand beyond his track and field career.
And I had some rehabilitation stuff to do, and that got a bit boring, so I started playing around with other things, and by end of the first term at year 11 I jumped from 62 kilo to 72k, and then from there on out I just got hooked really and started doing a bit more lifting. And by the time we got to the start of year 12, my athletics coach John Quinn said to me basically that since I'm not tall enough I won't be as good of a thrower, just because everybody else that competes in the throw is about 120 kilos and 6'2" basically. So we decided to do powerlifting again, and I did my first comp here at Wairarapa.
How long ago now?
It was start of last year, so it was pretty recently. And I ended up squatting 135 I think, benching 85 and pulling 180 to give me a total of 400k, and that was straight away the qualifying total for Worlds, Oceania, Commonwealth Champs and Nationals, which I ended up going on to win that by 95k in second place.
Yes, you know, you've started out your powerlifting career explosively. You know, so what have you? How many times have you competed? Have you regional, national, and what have you sort of captured, man? What titles?
That's a hard one. I won my first title I won was the sub-junior under 74 kilo Central District title, and then I went on to win the New Zealand under 74 kilo sub-junior title. I placed second at the Commonwealth Powerlifting Champs in the under 74k sub in the December of that year. Then I went on to win the Central Districts in the 83k sub-junior the next year. Went to World Champs as an under 74 kilo lifter and I came 6th place there. And then I won the New Zealand's powerlifting champs in the 83 kilo sub there.
And that was all this year, man?
Half of that was this year. So the Commonwealth champs was the end of last year, and that was my last competition for that year. Okay.
And so now you're looking at weightlifting?
Yeah, I did a meet this weekend, just being the New Zealand Secondary Schools weightlifting champ. The weightlifting qualification standards are a bit different, and it runs a lot differently because it's a completely different sport, but I ended up snatching 83 kilo and clean and jerking 105 to give me a 188 total, which I won the Wellington division of the secondary schools, came second in the Wellington division on Sinclair score, and came second nationally, also gaining the qualification total I need to compete at New Zealand secondary at the national weightlifting champs as a junior, which is the under 20s.
Oh, excellent, man, well done. So now when's your next competitive outing?
14th, 15th, 16th of October is when the New Zealand weightlifting champs run, so I'll be competing at that, and then I've just put in my application to compete at the Oceania powerlifting champs in December, which is in Christchurch.
Okay. And you've got a training partner, Harrison Pollard. You have a good competition with him, have a healthy rivalry, yeah?
Yeah. I used to compete in the 74, but I've recently moved up just because I'm 5'8", and I just start to put on weight a bit more. My body wants to grow, so I need to move into 83k class. But while I was competing in the 74s, it was basically paper, scissors, rock between me and Harrison.
Yeah. And he went to the Worlds with you. When was that then? What month?
That was July, I think.
And that was Texas, yeah?
Yeah. We went to Killeen, Texas, which is just north of Austin.
Okay. Must have been an invaluable experience as an athlete, man.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was, crazy, because I went to Canada the year before, and even though they're so close, they're completely different countries. Yeah, that was that last year you went to Canada. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, excellent outage, man. I mean, you know, how far would you like to take weightlifting? Commonwealth? Is that doable?
Yeah, I was looking at Commonwealth in 2018, but I think that's a little bit of a stretch, because to be getting to the Commonwealth Games, you sort of need to be top 10, top 8-ish on Sinclair score, which is how strong you are in comparative to your body weight. So you're competing against every weightlifter, and every weightlifter in New Zealand to be in the top 10 spot, and to be in the top 10 as a 77 kilo lifter, which is the class I'm in, you need to be doing 300k, which is like 132k snatch and a 168 clean work.
And is that something you can achieve, you think? Reasonably?
Give me 4 or 5 years and I think I could.
Good on you, man.